Okay, getting the first pick. Get 3, Pyro, get 3 with the
Wade Kid putting on a clinic. Whole team's down. Oh!
Experience tranquility.
Let's drop the beat.
Good evening, everyone, and welcome back to the BeatDrop. We have got an amazing night for y'all tonight. This will be the second of the third interviews that we have for the end of season award winners, as I think about the order that these are going to come out in. And we have got for y'all tonight the Transcendence End of Season Award winners. Say hello, everybody.
Hey.
Hello.
Hey.
Hello.
So excited, this bunch, folks. All right, so these folks have been battling it out all season. They've done an absolutely incredible job, and although not all of them are going to be moving on to the finals and grand finals at the time of this recording, first of all, I should just say y'all should be incredibly proud of yourselves for the work that you put in. Just watching you all continue to blow my mind as well as many other minds, and I'm someone that sees like OD and contender stuff relatively often, and my mind is still blown by some of the stuff y'all do. So honestly, I'm really hoping that I know that some people are getting up to that cap of not being able to play here in Trank, and I hope you don't stop here. There's a lot of great teams that are looking for awesome talent outside of the Tranquility community. So let's go ahead and get things started off. We're going to do our introduction so that you get to know a little bit about all of our players tonight. So tonight's intro going to be your name, the team you hail from, and your favorite character voice line. And we're going to go in order as shown by the Discord, starting with our end of season flex support winner.
Hey, what's up? I'm Legolas. I am on the Ghostly Peppers, and I think my favorite voice line is Hanzo's hello voice line, because that's what you hit him with when you hit a fat dragon. You hit him with the hello.
Oh. all right. I thought it was all about the spray and the emote, but you know, a nice hello is probably
It's the hello and the wave goodbye.
Yeah, hello, goodbye, see ya. All right, so now we're gonna move on to our end of season hit scan award winner.
Hi, my name is Orsted. I'm on God Hand, or Going Downhill, depends which way you what you actually think GDH means.
Exactly.
And oh god, what else am I supposed to say? Oh, my
favorite voice line.
Yeah, okay, it's been a long day. It's been a long day. Okay.
It's all right.
It's gotta be Tracer's Boo voice line.
Very nice, very nice. I mean, as a pesky tracer, you just gotta surprise him, right? That's how you get the big old pulse bombs. It's just like boo.
I'm sure I haunt some people's dreams.
Ooh. All right. Well, one of those people you might be haunting is our end of season most improved player award winner.
Hey, I'm Krev. On the Ghostly Peppers, and I'd say that my favorite voice line is the most spammable one, and it's Tracer's Too Slow voice line.
All right. And then next we have the Queen here coming in on the end of season main support award winner.
Yeah, hi, I'm Needle. play for the Ghostly Peppers, and I think my favorite voice line is Brigida's "What do you think you're doing?" Because since teabagging's not allowed in Trank, it's my favorite substitute.
Exactly. It's like, what are you doing? What are you doing in our backline? What are you doing in their backline? It's just usable for all sorts of situations. And next we have our one of two, if I remember correctly, end of season main tank award winners.
Hi, I'm Mr. Trippy Cow. I play on the Ghostly Peppers, and my favorite voice line is probably Reinhardt's "Bring Me Another" because it's easy to spam.
That's true. That is a good one, and I mean, you're always hungry for more. Can't go those shatters by swinging into the air. And last but certainly not least, we have our end of season projectile DPS award winner.
Hey, I'm Declan or Panda Games. I played on Tempest this season. My favorite would probably be Baptiste behind you, because my support would spam it every scrim the entire time, so it's just burned into my mind now.
Oh my goodness. I mean, that is a good one. And if you're lucky, you could actually probably fake someone out about it and get a cheeky pick that way. I mean, probably not, but it's worth a try. So going off of that, we do have some folks that obviously aren't here or aren't here yet. So first things first, tonight is going to be odd as it was last season because in the Discord tier, our best coach end of season award winner was HQC, who we all know lives across the pond and is probably going to bed as we speak because it's really late there. So their answers and their introduction will be integrated somewhere along here, probably right after I'm done speaking.
So my name is HQC. I'm the coach of Ghostly Peppers, and my favorite voice line, I don't know because I have not launched Overwatch for 8 months, so I don't remember.
Oh, goodness. Oh, my goodness. Well, as long as you can coach it, I don't know how you coach it without being in Overwatch, but, well, I mean, I guess you do.
Discord and watching streams in Discord.
Oh, my goodness gracious. That's amazing. All right.
So,
I was about to say you probably VOD, because of the time difference, you probably VOD review just videos.
No, sometimes I was up. When I was up, I was just
okay.
like, they were streaming in Discord and I was watching their stream.
Oh, okay.
So
Gotcha.
We did it the way I could. I just have a shitty laptop that don't want to launch anything.
No, I can understand that. I can understand that. And then on top of all that, we have Placebo from Tempest, the Transcendence Tier Most Improved Player award winner. Couldn't be with us despite scheduling efforts. Just school and work and whatnot just didn't work out for them. You have the Transcendence Tier Off-Tank End of Season Award winner, O Canada, leader of Alpha, who did a phenomenal job this season. And then joining us a little later on this evening is the other Transcendence Tier Main Tank End of Season Award winner, Andy from God Hand. So we'll be seeing them here in a little bit, and we'll get them into the action as soon as we can. So that is all your award winners for this season here in the Transcendence Tier. So we're going to go ahead and get started with the interview, starting with Legalots and just kind of moving our way down. That's how we're going to do all these questions from here on out. Tell us, where did you get started in gaming? What was like the first console or PC or game you picked up? Did someone get you into it, or was it something you discovered on your own? And how'd you get to Tranquility from there?
Man, I can't remember if it was like some early Nintendo console or if the first console that I remember playing consistently was a PlayStation 2. And I would play Star Wars Battlefront with my dad, and that was jam back in the day. And kind of just been playing FPS games for a long time. Eventually, I got into PC gaming because I liked mouse and keyboard from like Minecraft, and I went from playing Minecraft, bow and arrow, to Overwatch Hanzo, and I'm here somehow now. So.
I mean, that's kind of how it works sometimes, I suppose. Just translating skills, if you will. All right, Orsted, how about you? How'd you get your start?
My start was when I got like a hand-me-down computer from my parents. And I don't know if anybody else had this, but in elementary school, there was like the Scholastic book order thing.
Mm-hmm.
Oh
And they would
yeah.
they would always have these like games you could order. And like I ordered, what was it called? Axis and Allies. I don't know if anybody knows it, for the computer.
Ooh. That's
And
an
I really
interesting
enjoyed,
one.
yeah, I really enjoyed playing that. I probably had like thousands of hours in that. And then I started playing StarCraft and other strategy games like Total War series. I don't know if anybody else knows those series of games.
Sounds
but,
familiar.
yeah, I never really played much FPS. Then I just kind of started playing Overwatch, and yeah, my life disappeared.
if your life wasn't there with those strategy games, then Overwatch just ate the rest of it after that point.
Yeah,
It
it's
seems to always be a common thread amongst anyone that's invested in Overwatch, as all of us are. So, all right, that's an interesting transition. Usually, you don't see the game jump from like a certain area of like strategy or whatnot. But that's interesting to see. And needless to say, despite what people may think, although this isn't FPS, it does involve quite a bit of strategy. So I'd say you're still at home in that.
None of
field
it
for
comes
sure.
from me, though.
I mean, I didn't say that we always would successfully pull it off. I'm just saying that it does include strategy.
Yeah, throughout all this, I didn't say I was good at any point.
All right, Krev, how about you? You and I have gone back a couple of years now, and seeing you grow has been pretty exciting. So, where'd you get your start?
Well, so when I started gaming, it was when damn, I had a Game Boy and a PlayStation 2 that my father had, and I just play any games that he had on there. And then eventually, for my I think 12th birthday, I was given a laptop, and yeah, then again I just played whatever game. And the way I got into Overwatch was a friend told me about it, and I just kept on grinding, and here I am today.
All right, nothing wrong with that. That's pretty much how I got into Overwatch. My wife Artemis was like, "Hey, you should play this game," because back in the day I was big on COD and Halo, and I was like, "But where's the storyline?" Because that's the kind of bad gamer I am. And now we're here 4 years later. So, all right, Needle, how about you? Tell us how you became the queen.
Well, I mean, I kind of started off like on the Wii. I played like Super Mario Galaxy. It's like the first game I can really remember.
Nice.
Really fun game. I was just I was like a Nintendo scrub lord for a long time. I just played console games. Just played like the Mario games, Zelda, Pokemon. But then like I got a laptop for my birthday, like Krev, and I got into Minecraft really heavily. I spent a lot of time in Minecraft. Regrettably, is way too much time trying to be good at a block game. But when I was getting sick of Minecraft, I saw that Overwatch was on sale, and so kind of all snowballed from there. I posted LFT in the big r/Overwatch Discord or whatever, and then I got reached out to by Beth, and I joined the Season 3 Jalapenos, and I've been in Trank since.
Aw, that's pretty awesome. All right, Mr. Trippy Cow, where did your journey begin?
Well, I started off on the Wii playing Super Smash Brothers.
Heck
That's a good game.
yeah.
But I then a few years later moved over to Xbox, where my friend got me into Overwatch. I used to go over and play it on his PS4, and I ended up getting a computer, and yeah, got into Overwatch like that.
All right, very interesting. And Declan, how about you? Where did the story of Standa Games begin?
Yeah, well, I started off kind of like Needle, so I started off being a Nintendo scrub, playing like Lego Star Wars and like a lot of like Mario Kart and stuff, and then I eventually moved on to Minecraft as well. played that for a while, and then my friends finally got me into Overwatch when it first came out. And I always played casually for so long, and then eventually, I think I met like Cactus and Bray through like comp, and I became friends with them through that. After that, and they were finally like, "Yo, there's this server called Trank, like come play." Bray really hyped it up to me, so I eventually joined in like season 4, and it's been fun ever since.
Nice.
So I started on PC. I bought my PC when I was 16. It was the first gaming tool I had, and I played FIFA. And then I got Overwatch, and I played Overwatch since the launch for fun. And then I got into Trank via Reddit. A team was looking for a player. I did a tryout. It was Meteors at the time, and I joined. And I was in Trank since then. I played with Meteors, and then Ghostly Peppers. I coached them. And so yeah, I don't even know. Oh yeah, because I played for a little bit with Ghostly Peppers. They disbanded, so then I coached Habaneros, and this season I just followed the team in Transtier that became Ghostly Peppers. So yeah.
Awesome. So now that you know all that, folks at home, if you want to get good at Overwatch, just go play a heck of a ton of Minecraft before you come back. That's obviously the key
It's
here.
true. It is
Obviously the key. All right. So now that we know a little bit about your history, tell us, some of you kind of already answered this question, but we'll go through again so that you can go into maybe a little bit more detail on it. Why did you choose the team that you currently play for? Or was it even a choice? Starting again with Legolots.
This season, it was mostly just because all of us were moving up from Hobbs to come play on Ghostly Peppers. I think originally I chose the team just because I like the people on it. That's pretty much the entire reason I play Overwatch right now. Is just I really like the guys. And I like hanging out, playing video games. So yeah.
Awesome. Orsted.
I don't really know, honestly, like why I'm on this team.
How did I get here?
I don't really have an answer for you besides I was like, "Hey Derek, are you doing school?" I'm like, "Yep." And he's like, we need a DPS." I'm like, "Okay." Are we scrimming? And he's like, "No." I'm like, "All right, I'm on." And then that was it.
That's amazing. You doing nothing? Sorta. Okay, you should totally come play. All right.
yeah, that's pretty much what happened.
That's awesome. How about you, Krev?
Well, like Lego said, most of us came up from Hobbs. But the way I joined Hobbs was through an LFT post that I found. And then throughout a couple of scrims, I found that everybody was pretty chill. It was pretty fun playing with them and everything, so.
We got so incredibly lucky picking up Krev.
True.
You really did. You really did. I won't lie on that one. All right, Needle. How about you? How'd you find your way to the Habs, to the spicy org?
Well, I mentioned earlier, I got reached out to by Beth to join the season 3 Jalapenos, but after season 4, my team lost in playoffs to Airstrike at the time, and my mental was gone. It was done. That was it for me. I had hit GM. I was really happy with myself, and then I lost 4-1 in playoffs, and I was so boomed that I just gave up trying to play, pretty much. Like I joined a Transtier team, Ghostly Peppers, in season 5, but didn't work out. We disbanded, and then I coached. In air quotes, I quote unquote coached the Heckin' Habaneros in season 5, but when it came to Transtier coming to season 6, the rules kind of changed a bit, and me and Shim realized wanted to make Ghostly Peppers again, and so the whole team just kind of ended up being Heckin' Habanero season 5 plus me on main support.
Yep, that's pretty much what happened. Awesome. Chirpy, how about you? How'd you find yourself on the spicy org?
Well, Chim was the one who originally got me into Trank season 3, where I always wanted to be on his team, but I wasn't able to season 3 or season 4. But season 5, I was offered a tryout for the for the habaneros, and I ended up making it.
Nice.
And then I just loved everybody, and we were all going to move up to Trans Tier, so here I am now.
We got so unlucky picking up Trippy Cow.
Well, see, the way that I see it, if y'all keep going the way that you're going, I mean, all you have to do now is pull a pogfish and just, you know, if you want to, whether or not Beth allows you to take the Ghostly Peppers name or not to open division, like that's the next step. Same thing with God Hand. Like, y'all are at the brink, getting ready to start climbing up into where I mean, it's still fun. I would say it's still fun, but you know, it gets into a lot more competitive gameplay. So, and then Declan, how'd you find yourself on the whirlwind known as Tempest?
For me, I had just finished season 5. With Exodus, we lost these heckin' habaneros over here. But anyway, we are all kind of like wanting to like try taking our own directions a bit, and then so I was trialing like Ember. I think Orsted actually trialed with them a bit too. And I was like thinking some other teams, and then Tempest had Placebo at the time. He's like, yo, we need a flex DPS. I was like, okay, but I didn't really want it to be the same thing as the season before. But then I joined them. I really like the guys, and then Cryptic joins, and then now we have half of Exodus again. So it kind of didn't go out exactly how I expected, but it's been a fun season. I really like the Tempest people. They're all really nice.
Yeah, I mean, y'all still. I think to me the part that was most impressive, because usually when we see a transition of a team going from like Discord to Transcendence or Harmony to Discord, is they kind of have an off season as they get used to like the new level of competition. But y'all just laid the line in the sand starting this season. Like Tempest was like, no, this isn't gonna be an off season for us. Like we're gonna fight with the big dogs, and I mean, y'all took it pretty dang far for your first season in Trans. So I would say that success is nothing to scoff at, even though you weren't able to take it all the way.
The bigger issue for us was really we had it was like two different teams combining, so you have like these two different styles. So it took a while, like before seasons, like we really had to learn to trust each other because we both kind of played the games two different ways, and we kind of had to blend it.
Makes sense. I mean, that's a lot easier than just trying to blend 6 people together, at least. So
that's true.
So you had some synergy to start out with, so that's good.
So it started like last season because I was in the org and they asked me if I wanted to coach the Discord team, which was Hacking Habaneros, and actually I was bored, so I said yes, and it turned out well. Like we started having a good time. It was mid-season, and actually it felt good because I thought I was actually helping, and then they started improving, and at the end they were pretty much rolling. They did not needed me. So and then really nice group of people, really good. Like honestly, probably one of the best synergy, like and like they always hanging with each other. Probably one of the best synergy in the team I've seen since I've been in a team environment. So it's really fun to be around them. And actually, I don't think they needed me that much this season. They all did a lot of things by themselves that were just rolling.
Nice.
Other than last game,
other than the last one, yeah. But I mean,
GDH diff.
Yeah, but I mean, they were going up against a team that was very comparable, right? Because GDH has also been around for a couple years at this point, or at least the players
I love these guys.
So I mean,
really cool
if they were gonna get taken down by anybody, it's obviously gonna be them. I mean, you know, once again,
it's
congrats.
the best team I wanted to lose against. Like really nice people, and I don't like. It's totally okay.
Yep. And once again, congrats to GDH. You know, you made it past stage 1. We're not gonna keep making fun of you for that. So congrats on that. Yeah, nevertheless, that's definitely the best thing that you want to see, is to be taken down by a team with that kind of history. All right. So now the big question, of course, is y'all have been working super hard this season. So starting with Lego and working down once again, how do you feel that you as a player have improved over this season?
I learned to play one other character sometimes. My BAP's probably a little bit better than it was before. That's about it.
All right.
I don't think I've gotten that much better, if I'm being honest.
Not running the Kovacs like some people on the BAP, which I have no idea what that looks like. I don't know, like trying to shoot your grenades into a basketball hoop or something. I don't know.
I would say the largest thing that's improved is my game sense overall. I think I used to have absolutely trash game sense, and I think playing with Needle has been kind of a big advantage for me in that regard. Because I've been able to steal it from him and make him worse and vampire his Overwatch ability.
just sat next to Needle throughout all of your matches and just kind of siphoned it off.
It's like when you sit next to the smart kid in class and you copy off his test. That's basically what I'm doing, but with game sense. So
nice. All right. Orsted, how about you? How do you feel that you've improved over this season? Oh, Orsted.
Oh, sorry.
There you go.
Forgot it.
I know Overwatch League is so tempting, man, but
I'm not even watching it.
Okay.
I'm just literally sitting here. Yeah, how do I feel I improved? I wouldn't say I've improved. I just think I've changed how I play compared to other seasons. If anything, I just think in a team setting, I play better as opposed to a rank setting. Probably just because I have a much more defined role within a team. So if anything, it's like whatever character I'm playing in whatever comp I'm running, it's like I can just do my role really, really well.
Yep.
As long as it's not a Widowmaker, because I don't understand. I can't play that character anymore.
It's okay. I don't think
Legolas knows.
I don't think Widow's in a good place at all to be playing anyway. So I think you are just fine.
You got skamazed actually, Orsted. I'll tell you how later, but there's a secret that I used.
Pepe hands, dude.
Pepe hands. Goodness. Yeah, that's something that I talk with a lot of people about when they're like, oh, I'm just so tired of competitive, yada yada yada. I'm like, competitive's not the end all be all of competition in Overwatch, right? Like, you got to go find these communities that you can be part of and participate in tournaments like that. You got Owlet, you got Trank, you got GGNA. Like, there's a lot of communities out there that if you want to get your foot in the door, that's a great way to get started, and it also tests your skill. Like, you're not competing on the ladder with everybody else. You're competing as a unit against everybody else, which I think is better. So that's good. That's good to hear. Sometimes, honestly, the team environment is what helps players improve drastically once they find themselves in that setting. So, Krev, how about you, our most improved player of the Transcendence tier? I would hope that you've improved this season.
Well, finally, after being able to play more than just Ashe or Reaper, I feel like I feel like I've been able to bring other characters like Career Tracer to like a team level instead of like a solo queue kind of thing.
Nice. Yeah, last season was weird. The meta's in a really good place right now. I feel it's in a good place just because you can, like, you see a lot of the rush, but there's a lot of other comps that if run correctly, it can definitely be interesting. Definitely can be interesting. All right, Needle, how about you? Any improvements this season?
Well, I don't know.
I know you've been getting siphoned by Lego, so that might hurt. But...
Yeah. I've been getting siphoned by Lego, but I think my mechanics have improved a lot. Like recently, probably within like the past few weeks, because I've been playing a lot more comp than usual, and I've gained a lot of SR too. I hit my new peak this season. So
you also turned off mouse acceleration.
I did also turn off mouse acceleration. I used to play with mouse acceleration, and my aim was horrendous.
I have no idea what that is.
So like your sensitivity scales based on how much you move your mouse.
Oh, okay.
So like if you don't move your mouse a lot, then you had low sensitivity. It was just a whole mess.
Yeah, so sounds like it.
I turned that off, and I gained like 300 SR.
Nice. Yeah, it seems that some of the things that they include to try to help you actually end up hurting you in the end. So it's always nice to figure those things out along the way. So, Trippy, how about you? Maybe inting into the back line a little less this season?
Yeah, definitely a lot
Okay.
less. I think playing on the Ghostly Peppers helps a lot. Just being able to hear some of the more game-sensed players like Needle talk about why we should do things, and then yeah, I've also been playing a lot of comp because Needle inspired me to climb. So I also hit my new peak at
Nice.
GMs. Easy.
Wow, look at y'all go. All right, and Declan, how about you?
This season I've been more focusing on like consistency, like making sure my gameplay doesn't slack off. Cause I felt like before, like in other seasons, I've kind of been like stagnant. Like there's times where it's just like I'll let myself get away with making mistakes, and I'm like, okay, whatever. But this season I've been focused on like keeping my gameplay always at that level. And I think it's showed in my like comp experience because I've been able to get all my ult accounts to like 3-9 right now, so I'm
Okay.
in a nice place.
Nice. That's a really good place to be for sure.
Yeah, this season not much. Honestly, it's all I've started with Comets for coaching, and that was yeah, it was different because it was a Harmony. So I think it's different coaching Harmony than higher tier. So I guess it's getting the best I've improved in coaching is getting to understand that every group is different, and you need to understand how to get the better out of them. I was always coaching the same way, but I learned this season that you need to adapt in function of the personalities you have in the team and how they perform. Some people need to like get pressured, some getting complimented. No, wait, that word. Help me. Complimented.
You mean complimentary? Like that
Yeah.
they work off each
No.
other? No.
When you don't yell at someone, when you say, "Oh, you're good," it's a compliment.
Oh, a
Yeah, so
compliment.
complimented.
Yeah, you had it. You
Yes,
had it.
that word. I'm not speaking English very
No
often
worries.
lately.
No worries. No worries.
So yeah, I mean, but with Ghostly Peppers, it's pretty easy. So yeah, but I think I've learned that with them to get to know how to motivate people.
So I guess let me ask a little bit of a follow-up question since we've kind of been rushing through these a little bit. When you look at Ghostly Peppers and teams of this caliber as they are getting ready to possibly move out of Transcendence and into the upper echelons of Overwatch, you know, we're talking your ODs, your contenders, and possibly Overwatch League. One thing that I think that's really important to question is, do you consider positivity to be an important aspect of the game, or do you feel that it's more so, and don't feel that you're stuck in between these two answers? You can answer however you want. Or do you feel that the toxicity of the game, as some people say, just like the natural competitive toxicity that comes with the competitive aspect of Overwatch, actually feeds more into the success of good teams?
I mean, no, 100% like positivity. So like the one thing I hate is people blaming exterior factor for them not getting better, and like that's what blocking 70% of the like players. The day you understand that even if it's a 6v6 game, you are the reason why you're at, it's gonna help and you're gonna start improving. Because so I think it's getting to understand that and do everything in your power, like you, not everyone else. And that's when you start improving, and that's important to like get your player to understand that. And yeah, so that helps for your attitude, your mental too. Because honestly, it provides nothing blaming others. Like you literally just gonna get mad, and it's not gonna. Because yes, sometimes it's true. You're like shitty DPS will fucking like sandbag your game, but what can you do about it? So don't think about that game, and maybe one game your DPS is a Smurf and he carries you, so it's gonna balance at the end. So like focus on your own play, make sure you improve, and you have the right attitude to get better.
Gotcha.
I guess.
Well, I was meaning more in the team environment, so to speak. So do you agree with that as well?
It's to push each other.
Yep.
Yeah, I guess it's really to push each other.
Okay.
VOD review. At this time, it's really just understanding the meta and VOD reviewing and getting plan, and synergy will come. So it's honestly VOD review in higher tiers is pretty much what's like who gets the better VOD review. and understand the better, I guess.
Okay, but it's still focused on the positivity aspect, right? So that
Yes, I mean,
they're
if you're not
making
positive
sure.
and you're not, yeah.
Yep. So
If you're negative, is like you're not gonna go anywhere.
Gotcha. Yeah, and I guess that wouldn't be surprising, right? Because I don't know about I don't know how much you pay attention to like open division and contenders and whatnot, but I constantly see teams kind of coming and going only in the couple months that I've been watching the scene, and it seems to be a standard trend. And so when I listen to people saying things about, oh well, Tranquility, they're setting an unrealistic expectation of creating an environment where it should be a positive avenue to be able to build great players. It's good to hear from people that coach some of our most experienced players that's how
Okay,
it
I see what you
works.
mean.
Yeah, like
About
that.
like teabagging and this kind of stuff, right?
Well, I mean, not necessarily that aspect. I mean, that's part of it, but I mean, I know that once you get up there, it's not really that big of a deal.
mean,
but just more so, like you were saying,
there's
the
a
mental
difference,
game.
though.
What do you mean?
Yeah, because the higher you go, like the biggest the competition is getting, and the more competitive people are, the higher they go.
Mm-hmm.
So that's about. There's gonna be trash talk, and I don't think trash talk is necessarily negative. It's just it's a mental game, so you have
Gotcha.
to stay as long as it's respectful. But like honestly, yeah, like
Gotcha.
people that trash talk the most are in GM, and because they're getting more competitive and they want to win and they want to perform. As long as you stay respectful, I don't see like that's if it can drive you, I think it's okay.
Gotcha. So not anything that would, what's the word I'm looking for? Like you're not necessarily looking to boom your opponent or look
Exactly.
down on
Yeah,
your
yeah, yeah.
opponent. So it's kind of more like that playful trash talk that we do in our
Yeah,
community, and not
we see it in Overwatch League. Like they
Yeah.
start trash talking, and it gives it brings something. Like this season, we seen Twitter we saw on Twitter people like just Dante like kind of trash talking Shock for getting trioed, and now they get trioed, and
Rip.
it's like yeah, it's mental, and
Yep.
if it's a mental game too, and you need to stay strong in
Yep.
yeah mentally.
But yeah, but the negative aspects, they're I mean, you can use them, but I guess when I think about it, and I'd say the same thing goes for just like sports in general, not even just esports, that promoting kind of like this toxic masculinity atmosphere, if you will, that you essentially
Yeah.
have to like boom your enemy into the ground and show that you're the dominant, vice allowing your gameplay to just show that you're the dominant factor is
Personally, I don't like that. Yeah,
Yeah,
I mean, I
so-
never trash talk because I don't like it. But like, I think it's important to like also understand that you need to like have because you're gonna get trash talk by some people that do it, and you need
Yep.
to like stay strong. So I mean, I'm not for it because I don't do it, and I don't think it's that. Yeah, because it's not again with my values, but like I understand people that do it to try to get their not enemy, their
Yep.
they're the people they play against like try to
They're
play
just
in
trying
their
to
head, but
manipulate
like
the
yeah,
mental.
exactly.
Yeah. So
So it's also your job to stay strong, I think.
yeah. So let your gameplay speak for itself, right?
But I mean, yeah, but I'm also not a fan of it. I don't think it depends. I
Yeah.
feel like I'm saying
Yeah,
both like
no,
things.
well, I mean, I get what you're saying. Like, there's gonna be trash talking and whatnot. Like, we see it. Like, if for people can go back and watch the event week stuff. Like, we had people trash talking them there, but it wasn't anything like super negative. Like, they were just kind of like
Yeah.
making fun of each other, like playfully poking at one another. But it wasn't anything like, oh, like you bleep a bleep bleep, like your mom bleep a bleep bleep, whatever.
Yeah, exactly.
So
Honestly,
let your gameplay talk for itself, folks.
Yeah.
Like that's
And
really
the
what it
reason
comes down
I
to.
don't the reason I don't trash talk is because I'm not ready that if I lose after trash talking, the back wave.
Exactly.
So,
See, like you
that's
just open the
yeah,
door to get yourself
yeah.
just absolutely boomed if you do it
But
that
probably
way.
it helps for
So
some people to trash talk. So yeah, it depends on each individual, I think. As long as you
okay,
stay respectful, I think that's the main rule.
as long as you're respectful, I can go with that. I can go with that. All right, so that's going to go ahead and finish up this first part of our interview. And now we're going to have a little bit of fun playing a game called Would You Rather. Now, this game's really simple. I essentially give you two options, and you tell me which one you would rather. It's very straightforward. I can't make it any simpler than this. So some will be really easy, some not so much. Some may be really freaking weird. So we're gonna cross the entire gambit with some of these questions. So starting again with Lego and moving our way down, we'll start off with an easy one. Would you rather have more time or more money?
It's always a question of how much, you know.
Mm-hmm.
But I probably more time right now. I just started a new job, so I've got the more money part going okay, but my brain is fried every day.
Yeah, there are only 24 hours in the day, but if there were 48, that could be helpful. All right, how about you, Orsted?
I would definitely say time. It's just way more satisfying than money.
I can concur with that. Krev?
I'd also say more time, because if you think about it, more time, you can make more money.
That's true. These aren't necessarily mutually exclusive. So,
Can't you buy more time with more money?
I don't think our tech's there just yet in the scientific field. We're not pulling any what's it called, like Terminators or anything like that here in the near future. Upload your consciousness to the server, if you will. But yeah, maybe someday. Needle, how about you?
For me, it's probably more money because I already have like a decent amount of time on my hands, but I don't have any money.
All right, I feel that. Trippy.
I also gotta go with more money, just so that I can spend more time sitting here and playing Overwatch.
Ooh, that's true. If you got money, then you don't have to worry about working. So then you got more time to do what you want to do. How about you, Declan?
I'd probably go with money as well. You know, college student right now. It just make life easier.
I feel that.
Depends. That's a hard one because like how much more time and how much more money.
Doesn't say. Just says more time or more money. Could be
The
1
thing is,
penny in 1 second, or $1 million in a million years. You never know.
Yeah. The thing is, I don't want to live 500 years. Like I think 80 is like 80, 90 is at some points you have to go and it's okay.
Mm-hmm.
But also I'm not really materialistic, so I don't care that much about money. So but I still think like the comfort of money would be nice right now.
Okay.
So
I'll
just having it as
a security.
I'll go with money.
Okay.
Yeah, I'll go with money because I don't care about living 500 years.
Gotcha. All right.
Is that negative?
No, I mean, no, I get what you're saying. And I mean, if you, I think one of the things that one of the shows I found interesting, I can't remember it right now. It's like on the tip of my tongue. I see the like main character's face like right in my head. But basically, it's a show on Netflix about how people have essentially figured out how to live forever through technology, and you can just essentially use DNA to make you can either make a clone of yourself, or you can just essentially like upload your consciousness into another body. And so people that are like super rich essentially have lived, like you said, for hundreds of years, and by living that long, it's manipulated their psyche to do things that a normal person would never do. And so I get exactly what you're saying. Like eventually you get to this point where, you know, you feel like you've done all there is to do, and now your mind might start twisting itself, so to speak, and that
Yeah,
may
exactly.
not, that may not be good. So, I mean, obviously, we don't have a direct example of that in our current
No, but I
time,
can
other
see that
than what we see.
100%. Yeah.
But yeah, I would be afraid of that too. And plus, by that time, like, you know, everyone that you would have known in your normal
Also,
life
yeah.
is gone, right? So,
Also, yeah, 100%. Yeah.
I mean, you can make new relationships and stuff like that, but I feel like,
But like, how many funeral you gonna have to go? And,
yeah,
no,
I mean,
I'm good.
I
I'll get the money.
exactly. Last thing I would want to see is like watching like my kids die of like old
Yeah,
age or
man,
something
that
like that. Like that would
exactly.
no thanks, no thanks. So, but I think funny enough, in the interview that everybody else will be watching right now, that we're sparsing in, people were like, "Oh, well, if I had more time, I'd just make more money." Ta-da! So,
They went for time,
yeah, some of them did.
but they're young. Let them learn.
Yeah, they don't know.
I
They
mean,
don't
I
know.
learned too, but it's like,
I think I'm gonna have to. I think I'm gonna have to agree with Krev on this one though, because at the point that I'm at in my life, and I know I'm a boomer, so like I have a family and stuff like that, and money would be great. But if I had more time, not only do I get to spend more time with my kids and whatnot, because I'm busy with Trank and casting and all that jazz, but I'd also have more time to make more money. So it would just end up working out in the end. So moving on to our next one. Lego, would you rather spend a week without internet or without your phone?
Definitely without my phone. I need internet to survive. I work from home, so yeah, I kind of gotta have that.
Yeah, I really should have rethought that one, seeing that everybody's, or a majority of people are probably at home right now. All right, Orsted, how about you? Internet or phone?
Oh god, internet.
All right, so why would you get rid of your phone for a week?
Well, how else am I gonna play Overwatch?
That's
Can't
true.
play it without internet.
I mean, technically, you could play off of a hotspot. It wouldn't be good, but you could.
I'd rather it be good, and nobody calls me anyways. Like no one will call me. Like I'd rather just play Overwatch.
It's like one of those moments when you like take a week away from social media and you come back and it's like, oh, nothing happened. Weird.
Exactly.
All right, Krev, how about you? Internet or phone?
I'd rather have the internet. I'm gonna have to go with the same reason with the Orsted here because my phone's pretty dry. So
all right.
There's really nothing going on there. I need an internet for Overwatch, so
makes sense. Needle.
I'd rather go without my phone. I don't really use it anyway, very often. So I'd rather be with internet for a week.
All right, Trippy.
I'd rather go without my phone for a week because most of my social life is online, so
True.
I hear it all the time anyway.
True. Declan.
Definitely without my phone. Like, internet's just so much more useful. I only really use Snapchat as the only social media, so it's not like I'd be missing out much.
Nice.
I mean, so my phone doesn't have internet if I take my phone.
I mean, I guess it depends on your character.
So what's
carrier,
the point of the phone if you don't have internet on it?
This is probably
Wait,
a boomer question back when phones were really important and you couldn't contact everyone that you knew on the internet.
Oh, okay, yeah. So I can text people, but like only on text. Okay, no, I'll go with internet. I'll go for not my phone.
Gotcha.
And I can go like on, yeah.
Yeah, because pretty much everyone you talk to is on the internet. I think a lot of other people had that answer too, so that works.
Yeah,
out.
it's not honestly my messaging like phone message. I don't never use it.
All right. See, for me, I'd want to spend a week without internet because, first off, I'm a console gamer, so I don't need internet to necessarily play some of the games I love. And on top of that, people don't have to bug me about doing stuff. because most of the work that I do is online, and I sure as heck know they're not going to call me. So, because nobody talks on the phone. So I think I'd be okay with that. A little break, reset the mental, if you will. All right. Next one. This will get you moving, so to speak. So, Lego, would you rather be forced to dance every time you hear music, which would include humming, or be forced to sing along to any song you heard?
I feel like I'd rather be forced to sing along, because I feel like the amount of times when I run into music in video games, well, I always turn it off. I don't know, maybe I'd be okay. But I feel like there's a lot of music. I'm okay. I do that anyway. I sing along to stuff. Yeah, I'll go with that one.
Okay, all right. Orsted.
You know, it's hard to pick. I guess sing along, because I could just sing really quietly so nobody could hear me.
That's true. That's true. You could do that. All right, Krev, how about you?
I'd also go with singing along, just because singing's more fun to me than dancing.
All right. Needle.
Yeah, I'd also to quadruple that, to fourth that. I'm disagreeing with everybody. I'd also rather sing along.
All right.
I'm not really a good dancer, so
all right.
Don't want to watch myself do that every time I hear a song.
Trippy.
I would rather sing along because I don't want to be dancing in public.
All right. All right. And Declan.
Yeah, I'd definitely sing. I don't want to see me dancing.
I'll go with dancing. Like, when are you sad when you dance? Like, I'm not a good dancer, but like, usually people are happy when they dance.
Nice.
So I'll go with dance. And actually, it will force me to get good at dancing, and I'm 100% down for that. I want to get good at dancing.
All right. All right. See, I find this question weird because I sing along to just about every song I hear anyway. So, really wouldn't be a change from the norm for me. All right, so now we're gonna get into some weird ones, and I just want to blame Artemis ahead of time for helping me find some of these. So, Lego, would you rather have spaghetti for hair or sweat mayonnaise?
Spaghetti for hair.
Okay.
Yeah, not even close. Mayonnaise is disgusting.
Orsted.
Oh God. All right. Well, okay. Realistically, how much do I sweat?
I don't know.
That's what I have to take into account to understand. Wait, but I have really short hair right now, so spaghetti. Spaghetti.
Putting the brain to work. I see. All right, Krev.
I'd also have to jump on the spaghetti train here because I don't know, just sweating mayonnaise is just so weird to me.
All right. Needle.
Yeah, I'm gonna jump on the same train. I can't imagine like sweating mayonnaise and then having mayonnaise stuck to my clothes. Like that just seems like terrible. I'd rather have spaghetti here.
All right, Trippy.
I hate mayonnaise, so I also gotta go with spaghetti here.
And Declan.
Yeah, mayonnaise is disgusting to me, so spaghetti here. Couldn't you also like eat the spaghetti and then boom, just run a bald look maybe? I don't know.
I mean, possibly. It really doesn't give a lot of detail to these questions
Yeah.
or whose mind they popped out of.
Okay. Are the spaghetti growing?
Say that again?
Are the spaghetti growing?
Well, I would imagine it'd be just like normal hair, so it wouldn't grow.
Man, that's kind of OP. Like I can be lost, and I could eat like pasta, which is really good for energy.
Yeah.
But mayonnaise, you're so greasy. I'll go with spaghetti.
You go with spaghetti,
and it's so good. Yeah. And I'll just have Parmesan in my pocket, and every time I'm hungry, I'll cut a part of my spaghetti, put a bit of Parmesan on it, and I'll fucking eat it.
Oh, amazing. Amazing. I would also agree with that, although it'd be kind of weird because that means my beard would be spaghetti too, but I guess I'd always have a snack on the run, so.
Why do you guys hate mayonnaise? I don't understand.
I sweat like crazy when it just got to like 60, 70 in my area, and I'm already sweating.
Yeah, I mean, regardless of sweating, mayonnaise. Just why do you guys hate mayonnaise?
Gross.
It's good. It's good on a sandwich. Like,
oh, to each their own. To each their own. All right, so last one for this section. I took the time to break down some Overwatch things. You know, we just recently had, well, I guess not recently since we're in May now, but, you know, at the beginning of April, we had a little patch that was a little kooky, to say the least, that everybody really enjoyed. So I'm going to throw out a Would You Rather of some kooky changes that you could see in Overwatch. So, starting again with Lego, would you rather be able to cancel Ryan's charge, but it would take 50% longer to earn an Earth Shatter? Or would you rather get 1 extra charge of flight for Echo per cooldown, but the only hero you'd be able to duplicate is the one you duplicated the very first time in the game, and that would continue for the rest of the match?
I feel like the Echo one's better, because I feel like Earth Shatter is a pretty relevant ult most of the time. And the downside to copying the target that you want to always copy isn't that bad.
True. But what if they switch off that hero?
Well, wouldn't you just clone it out of nowhere then?
You couldn't, because you can't lock onto it, right? You got to lock onto the hero to be able to duplicate it, right?
I feel like that's still better.
Okay. All right, Orsted, how about you?
I kind of agree with Leglitz, honestly. I was thinking the same thing. I think just like because Shatter is like such a good ult, realistically, in like a team fight, and like stopping your charge is kind of like
powerful.
I don't know if it's pretty powerful. I just think the Echo one is better. Like Echo ult, like 9 times out of 10, you just get insta-gibbed as soon as you duplicate anyways. You usually use it to just like survive half the time. I don't play Echo though, so don't know what I'm talking about. But yeah, I would say the Echo one.
All right, Krev, how about you?
I think the Echo change is also better. I don't play Echo personally, but I think she could get more value just flying around poking people.
Yeah, she could stay in the air a little bit more like Farah does. Yeah, that makes sense. All right, Needle.
Is this which change I would rather have for the game or for? Well, okay. Well, I'd rather have the Reinhardt one then, because I don't want Echo having pretty much infinite flight. That sounds terrifying. And I don't think being able to only clone one hero is a big deal, because you know if they have to switch to get rid of that, then I mean they have to switch their main tank probably, because you could just clone Ryan every time. So
that's true. That's true. All right, Trippy.
I would rather have the Echo change go through because I want my big slams.
That's right. And I mean, we just love charging off maps as Reinhardts. So
that is true.
So it doesn't matter. We wouldn't hit cancel anyway. It would still happen. And Declan.
Well, as an Echo player, I definitely want the Echo change, because it's like half the time you dupe like the same people most of the game anyway. Like usually it's like main tank.
Yep.
So it's like it really wouldn't matter too much, and then having more mobility would just be amazing.
True.
But if they change hero, the other team,
that's
right.
Kind
of fucked.
Wow. Some people didn't get that part. But people say Echo's still OP though. So
I think no, because like it could like if Echo becomes meta, that you just like go, I don't know. But the thing is, like if she duplicates the Rhine and you have to switch Rhine, it's not good.
That could hurt, yeah.
Because you can't, like, if you go off Rhine and change your whole comp, but like, no, I think I'll go with Shrine, because anyway, like Shatter is not that much of an impactful ult, because like 70% of the time it's blocked.
True.
So,
true. All right.
And yeah, I think I'll go with Shrine. Even though I'm a main tank, I think I'll pick that. And Cancel Pin can be pretty OP actually, so
Yeah,
I'm up for that.
I mean, I've been in many situations where it's like if I would have just if I would have started my charge like 1 foot earlier, I wouldn't be off this cliff right now. Like,
I mean, we
so
saw Trippy
close.
did that against us in the GDH.
Yes, I
Ghostly
did
Pepper
see
game.
that. That was Trippy.
And he
Absolute
tried it and
god,
he missed, and they
absolute
both
god.
went off. And Trippy just after did it right, and he just put ND off. So that's a Trippy
Beautiful.
diff.
Trippy diff right there. Goodness gracious. See, I personally I would pick the Rhine one because one, I'm a noob, so I hit charge when I don't want to relatively often, so that would be nice to be able to cancel. And I feel like Earth Shatter is still a pretty fast ult, so even if it had a 50% longer earn rate, like I'd be able to make that up pretty well as an aggressive Rhine. But I already have a hard time shooting Pharahs out of the sky. I don't want to have to worry about shooting an Echo out of the sky. No thanks. No thanks. All right. So that finishes up our Would You Rathers, and now we're going to go into some questions about Season 6. It has been a long 3-ish months. We're almost done. Like I said, at time of recording, we're getting ready to go into finals week. So we got a couple more weeks left of the season. So starting with Lego, once again, moving your way down. So far, what is your favorite memory from Season 6?
From Season 6 memory.
Mm-hmm.
There was this one time we were playing in a scrim, and I think Needle got like 13 boop kills on one map.
No, that was
that
Chim.
one.
That was
Chim? Oh,
Yeah.
never mind. Wait,
Rip.
Chim got the boot?
Yeah, it was,
Oh,
was
no,
back
'cause,
in,
well, he was on
it was
ball.
back in ball meta, and it was
And
when
you got...
when we scrimmed Tempest. Sorry, Declan.
Yeah, that was fun. I like that scrim.
Yeah, that was a fun scrim.
All right. How about you, Orsted?
Honestly, my favorite memory is just any time playing with the boys. The GDH boys, you know, being the Elo Guardians and low plat. It's a great time.
All right. Krev, how about you?
I think the most memorable and like enjoyable parts were like trying out new fun strats and scrims and stuff earlier this season.
All right. Needle, what's your favorite memory?
I had a lot of fun times trolling around this season sometimes against certain teams when we're up 3-0 and stuff like that. Like Chim liked to pull out the Pharah when he was on our team in map 4. That was fun. But I think the most fun one was against Exidium in week 4, I think. On the third map, we just had to get like one tick on King's Row. And so I told the whole team to stand still because I wanted to give them a chance. And we still won, and then they didn't play map 4. So that was my favorite time.
Goodness gracious. That's a rip. You literally stood still and they still couldn't get it, huh? Dang.
Fun is zero sum for Needle, so that tracks.
All right, Trippy.
Well, I was gonna say the same thing Needle just said, but if I can, I would say probably just being able to hit GM this season, even though it's not too Trank related.
Oh, I liked If You Die, You Noob, too. That was a good moment.
Oh, true.
All right, and Declan.
Mine has to be when we blew off doing a VOD to do May parkour for a good while. We were just practicing random May strats. Unfortunately, we didn't get to
Nice.
use it, but it was a fun time.
Yeah, some of those strategies. I know the ones that I always think of are like the ones on Eichenwald or like
we had,
Third
like-
Point.
We figured out how to go all the way around Anubis just using like a wall. Like you can get on top of the middle, the high ground on first.
Yep.
With a wall and speed boost.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah, it's pretty fun stuff.
Interesting. I think the most interesting one I've seen thus far is on Third Point Watch Point, where you can, if you go up the left side, you can actually put up a wall and TP to the end of the objective, like at a very
Yeah,
certain
yeah,
angle.
I know what you're talking.
And
Yeah.
it's like, just blows my mind, the things that you can do.
Yeah, there's a lot more stuff than a lot of people realize you can do on that stuff.
Yeah.
I honestly, I guess one of the VOD reviews, it's the only thing I did. So
You haven't been
Because,
paying
like-
attention to like the podcast or anything?
I was sleeping.
Well, you know that there are VODs of that too, right? Like you don't have to watch it when it's live.
Yeah. Did I open the podcast once this season? That's like honestly, like I just want to say the past season I was watching pretty much all of the time, but this season it's the season I did not. So
Aw.
I still think it's okay because I was good at it the past season to listen.
Oh, okay.
So yeah.
Very
But
well.
no, I
very
actually
well.
did not. So yeah, I
No
was
worries.
mainly just hanging with Ghostly Peppers when I
Yeah.
could.
All right. I have to say my favorite memory of this season, only because it was such a big deal, was the absolute crazy amount of money we raised for Rise Above the Disorder. That was huge. We're just a small community, and technically, based on the amount of people that we have in it, each person donated $4 this season. Like, just think about that. $10,000 raised by our community. Just, I don't know. It just really blows me away that we're able to do so many amazing things like that. And it just seems to get better and better every season. So I'm not saying we're going to hit like 20K or anything next season, but, you know, continuing to serve for good causes, both, you know, within our community and helping out others, I think is something that we at Trank here do a really good job of. So.
Yeah, it's amazing how far Trank has come since I joined.
Exactly. Yeah. Shoot, even since I joined, just seeing the leaps and bounds we've had from season 4 to season 6, it's just.
I joined when there was only 3 teams.
Wow.
There is.
I can't even imagine that now.
I forget the name of one, but it was Havoc, the Fighting Potatoes, and some other team that was like fish-related name. I can't think of it, but yeah. Oh no, it was Harmony and Chaos, Havoc, the fish team, and then I joined and it became Silence season 1. And that was like forever ago.
All right, so starting back up at the top. Tell me one thing you loved about season 6. You know, changes of the rules, you know, the teams you faced, you know, feature matches, stuff like that. Lego?
I liked moving up. That was cool. I guess, specifically about season 6, or about like something I did in season 6, or like something that I enjoyed.
Yeah, just something that you enjoyed about season 6.
I like playing the video game. I don't know if I got a better answer.
I just like playing the video game. All right.
The meta this season, actually, that's a better answer.
Oh, it slaps.
The meta this season's been pretty good, I think, overall.
I just feel like there's a lot more heroes that can be used in it, right? You know, like you still have those compositions that everybody just kind of sides with, but if you get really good at like one of those off metas right now, whoo-wee, that can definitely change the game. How about you, Orsted? What's one thing you loved about this season?
Oh God, I did it again.
It's all right. I was gonna start by suggesting that you made it past stage 1 this time, but I figured I'd let you answer.
You can blame Marf for that one.
Okay.
But yeah, hey, we made it past stage 1 this time. But my favorite thing, I think, is just the general like mindset, attitude, and everything of everybody in the community nowadays. It's like I just remember back in the earlier days of Trank, there was a lot of negativity and some, you know, annoying people, and it was still fine, but it just wasn't good. But now it's like there's so many like cool people who like almost seem to exist just to like try and make your day a better day sometimes. And
yeah,
it's pretty great.
I think that's one of the things that makes our community neat. I talk with people outside the community a lot, and they actually find it odd that our community focuses so much on positivity. Because like there's this mindset, right, that in order to be competitive, you have to be toxic to a certain degree. And I think Tranquility is probably one of the few, if not the only community that really turns that on their head. Because you can still be competitive without being a jerk. How about that?
Exactly.
Who'd have thought? Who'd have thought? Krev, how about you? What's one thing you loved about this season?
It's definitely being able to play more heroes, since the meta's in a pretty good place right now, I think.
Nice.
Yeah.
Needle.
I don't know. I mean, I guess I liked being able to have one of my friends play in one of the matches. So I used to play Minecraft, right? And this is gonna be a short tangent. I'm sorry, but
No worries.
I used to play Minecraft, and one of my friends from Minecraft was named Doggo, and since my team did very well in stage 1, so we decided we'd have Doggo play some maps for fun, and he's a very inspirational high plats main tank player that we managed to win a map with. So I think that was probably my favorite part of season 6.
Awesome. Trippy, how about you?
My favorite part of season 6 was probably being able to participate in the Torb 1v1. Torb is my least played hero. I got second, so I did pretty good, but Torb is my least played hero with only 2 hours ever on him. So
Nice. Yeah, that one's always interesting to watch. I always find I've had talks with casters lately that say, "Oh, those people that do fun game tournaments are so dumb. Like, how do you cast that?" I'm like, "How do you not? It's just so much fun. Like, it's literally it's almost random, to be completely honest. You could roll a dice on any given day, and someone else would win in a Torb hammer brawl. Like, that's just the way it comes down. So it's always games like that is what I feel keeps this game fresh when we don't have April Fool's patches to mess around with. All right, Declan, how about you? What do you love about this season?
I just like the competitiveness of Trans Tier. I felt like the skill level was so high. It was really nice, like getting to play against so many good teams, and like it was always like tough competition, and I felt like I was always forcing myself to really like have to improve just to keep up with so like in just this call God Hand and Ghostly and stuff.
Yeah.
So it was a lot of fun.
No, I think yeah, it's hard. Honestly, like this is the first season I've been really like not that much involved, so it's hard to say. I followed a little bit the drama because it's entertaining. So I'll go with the drama.
The drama of
Keep
season
going.
6 has been interesting. All right.
Yeah.
I think many people would disagree that
No, I'm kidding.
We definitely
because-
don't want any more drama. But
yeah, I'm okay
nevertheless,
because I'm never involved in the drama, so I'm always just in a good side, just watching and vibing, and people yelling at each other like.
You're
Yeah.
just pulling a Thriller Michael Jackson, right? You just got the popcorn and you're just kind of
Exactly.
Yeah, all right, watch the barn burn. All right. And I mean, that's the funny part about it, right? Because when we announced that we were going to be lowering the skill cap for this season, like, people were complaining. But at the end of it all, like, this tournament still ended up being incredibly competitive in that tier. Like, it's just mind-blowing to me. And now people are still in a really good position to be able to move on. So it's going to be interesting to see the growth of the Transcendence tier with those changes still in effect next season. So speaking of next season, season 7 of the Tranquility Tournament is going to be on us before we know it. So Lego, what's one thing that you'd like to see added or improved upon in the Tranquility community going into season 7?
Added or improved upon. I feel like there are a couple loopholes in the rule set that I think people know about already that are probably going to be closed coming up in the next season.
Okay.
But I think that's all I have to say there.
All right. That's something that we're always looking at. Rules are probably like one of the first things we look at every off season. So, well, actually, they're probably looking at them right now because we usually do the season 7 like reveal here in a couple weeks. So I would imagine that they're probably already looking at where those loopholes are, the people that have already tried using them. So should be interesting to see if there are any changes and if those get closed. Orsted, how about you? Anything you want to see added or changed going into the next season?
Not particularly. I honestly can't think of anything.
Okay.
Most things just kind of seem fine to me. I don't really have a clue.
All right. Nothing wrong with that. Krev, how about you?
Other than the thing that Lego mentioned, I think the community and everything, it's pretty good. Yeah, I don't think I would change anything else.
All right, Needle.
Me, I mean, I personally really don't like the new rule where you have to post replay codes for every match. So, I would just say remove that. Smile, but.
Well, I mean, it's a catch-22, right? And there was actually a little bit of contention as to whether or not it would happen this season, because it already got brought up at the beginning of this season. But the biggest issue is that people don't, despite the fact that we're in a tournament that, like, there's no money on the line or anything like that. Like, it's just pride, right? But people won't take feature matches during the playoffs because of fear of being scouted.
Well, it's not just being scouted. For me personally, at least, I don't like taking features because I don't like people watching me play like shit all the time. So like,
says plays like shit is now in the finals of the tournament for the Transcendence.
I get carried. Okay. I just pick teammates that have strong enough backs.
I got you. Yeah, I mean, there's that too. That's definitely part of the case for sure. But I think when we kind of broke it down that was, or I say we, I mean the admins, broke it down, that was kind of one of the biggest issues. You know, you do have your teams that don't like being featured, and that's okay. Like, it's understandable. Like, if you don't want to be on the big screen of Trank, so to speak. But I mean, the only way we can do what we do as a community, you know, all our giveaways, you know, doing stuff for charity and stuff like that, we can't do that without support from the community too. And honestly, now the playoffs are no different than Overwatch League. Because technically Overwatch League does the exact same thing. Because they release their codes, what is it, like every Monday, I think? So not only is it available to the public, it's available to every other team to scout them out. So, yeah. It's interesting. It's definitely something I think that they're going to look at during the off season. But, I don't know. We'll see if it changes. How about you, Trippy? Anything that you'd want to change or add or edit?
Well, for something I'd like to add, I know for event week, if you win the 2v2, you get a t-shirt. I think that there should be a prize if you win the Torb Hammer 1v1. So that's all I want to add.
There should have been.
I think if you win any event week, you get a t-shirt.
Yeah.
Wait.
Yeah, that is how that's. So the way that it works is that if you win in your tier, you get a t-shirt, and then the next week, I wasn't on the next the one after that, so I don't remember if they actually ended up doing it or not. But everyone in contention is supposed to be up for a like $50 or $100 Amazon card after that. So I would talk to Cav if you haven't gotten that yet. It might just slip through the cracks since we put some new things in the event week, and needless to say, it was really busy. So we'll get you taken care of, Trippy. Don't worry. And
nothing else.
Yeah. All right, Declan, how about you?
Personally, I like most of the rules. I've never really had an issue, but also like I don't really like know the rules super well. Like usually I
Okay.
just have teammates that tell me if something's happening. But for me, I guess the one I've always just like is I don't mind when people need like timeouts and stuff. Like I
Yep.
don't really like that rule because like if a team needs it, it's just like go for it. Like I hate how like when people try to like rule book over that stuff. It's just like I get there
Mm-hmm.
has to be like a point, like a drawing line, but that's
Yep.
always been one thing to me. It's just like I rather have a good game over anything else.
True.
In the end of the day.
True. And that's understandable, right? And I think that that's why we try to be as liberal with that rule as possible, because the only time that it actually is required to be rule booked is when you're on stream, because obviously we can't keep the stream going indefinitely while things are getting figured out. But one example that I can think of that would have been really helpful was during the Strix Void match that ended up happening, because there were a lot of DCs, I think, on both sides. And obviously, the longer the match gets drawn out, people get fatigued, you worked a long day, stuff like that. So an already long match becomes that much longer, stuff like that. Or you find somebody has like a schedule conflict. Normally they would have been able to continue playing, but because it's run so long, like you're not able to. So I think that's the biggest reason we have something like that in there. But I'd say it's worth another look at, maybe adding another couple minutes to try to make it a little bit more fair or something like that. But go
Sorry.
ahead.
Personally, I've been on both sides of it. Like, we had the battalion match last season on Exodus, and
Yep.
like I felt so bad because they lost. Sorry, I'm blanking on their main tank's name, but Normac,
Normac,
yeah.
yeah.
Mid match because of like things they couldn't really control, and it felt like it was a good match in the end of the day, but like with the PDK hog, but like it was just like I felt a little bad. Like I kind of felt like winning that didn't really. I would have rather had a better game. Like
True.
even though it was a good game, it was like I in the end of the day kind of put a little bit of a. I guess I don't know what the word is, but it just made it not feel as like rewarding because of
Gotcha.
that, because of the situation.
Mm-hmm. And I think that that's why we set up the rule that if you don't want to use it, like if you're not on stream, that's okay too. And I think we've seen a lot of teams that are in the same boat that you are, right? That they want to play for the love of the game. They don't want to win on a technicality, and I'd say for the most part that works out in their favor. They still get a good match whether they win or lose. But the rules are there for a reason. So if they need to use it for whatever reason that they believe, whether it's just to they're just a rule follower and they want to make sure that they're following everything by the book and leave nothing to chance, or whether there's something else kind of going on in the back line that you don't know about, that's why they're there, just to try to make everything fair for everyone. But it's definitely something that could be looked at. We could definitely look at editing it, adjusting it, if you will, for the near future.
Honestly, I think they need to how to say this? They need to I don't know, I'm looking for a word, to treat Transcendence tier differently than other tiers, because it is different than Discord and Harmony.
What do you
So
mean
that's
by that?
like not being so friendly and so looking to make it so much like, because I understand why Discord and Harmony you want to make it like fair, but like Trans, if you want to make it competitive, I think you have to remove that. Like every players have to play some like at least 2 maps or this kind of thing. So these kind of rule that I understand why they are in Discord and Harmony, but like in Trans. But I guess because there's the average and everything, it's hard. And because
Well, I think
okay, I'll start over because I understand why it's here. Because
I mean those particular rules I think are in place just because to set a completely different standard of rules for the Transcendence tier would make things confusing. So I mean that part makes sense. And then of course the tournament itself is designed to have people participating. If you have someone on your roster that never gets to play because they're essentially just your anchor, I mean,
Yeah, I guess
that'd be kind of
okay,
shitty.
I'll start over.
So
I'll start over. Okay.
okay, no
So
worries.
I start over with my answer. Okay. So I think it would be great to just make it first to 3 and the fourth map would be removed. If it's a trio, that's the first thing. And the second thing, I think for playoff, to lose, how like the thing in Overwatch where you have to lose 2 games to get out. Like there's the loser bracket and a winner bracket. I think that could be really cool to add.
Okay, so we've actually had a couple people ask for the losers bracket in the playoffs, which is definitely understandable. Oh, excuse me. One thing, let me think. About your other comment about just doing the, if someone wins 3-0, not playing out the fourth map, the issue with that is map differential. That's the only reason.
Yeah, but it's still there. Like, map differential is still there.
What do you mean?
I mean, even if you stop at 3-0, the map differential is still present. Like, it just add one map. I don't see why it changed differential.
Well, it would change one map because what... Well, so what are you saying? You'd make it a first to 2 series then?
No, first to 3, but like after 3 map,
well,
if it's 3-0, the same as in Overwatch, like there's still a differential, and if it's 3-0, it's over. And you just change the rotation of the maps every time, so it's not always 2CP that doesn't get played. So sometimes it's 2CP, sometimes it's escort, sometimes it's
okay,
yeah.
so first off, if it was just a straight 3-0, that would be it.
Yeah.
So there would be kind of like no redemption point, so to speak, for
because
the team that loses.
It's honestly, I don't have the stat, but I guess when it's 3-0,
yep,
it's probably a low percentage that it's not a 4-0 and someone make it 3-1 at the fourth map, and so it's just.
I would have to look back
honestly,
and see, but you're probably right.
So it's unfair for a team that is losing because they are boom, the other team is thriving on the energy, so it's just one more map for differential. So I don't think I think just
so I think the issue with that would be or actually, would there be an issue with that? I guess there really wouldn't be.
Overwatch League is not. I mean, and there's still differential, and like there's still everything else.
I mean,
it's just
the only thing that I would. Well, let's see. So if it was 3-0, and let's just go through all the types of scores that there could be to end a match, right? So there's 3-0. It could be 3-1, which would make it a +2. It could be a 3-2.
3-2 is +1. It's +1. It's literally the same thing with one less map.
Yeah.
Of a map.
I guess that really wouldn't matter, I suppose. I feel like for some reason that would impact the overall score, but I don't think that it does.
No.
Weird.
It does not. It's just you can never get the +4 differential. It's only +3, +2, or +1.
I think the only reason we might play the fourth map now then is if it's a feature. I feel like that'd be the only reason, because if it were only 3 maps,
why?
Yeah, I suppose, but
like that's what Overwatch League stopped doing after season 1, and it's going very, very well. Like honestly,
yeah, but
when
they
you're
also
watching a game and it's 3-0, you don't get as much interest in the fourth one anyway. So why play it?
True, but you have to think that we run our production different than Overwatch League does, in the sense that we only run one match. So, whereas they run parallel matches. So for them to cut out that last map, it doesn't matter, because they're going to have another match to follow it, right? Whereas for us, we have everyone playing at the same time, or they're playing on a day where no one else is playing. And so there's nothing that follows that. So that could cut the stream to like maybe an hour, which, I mean, would people watch an hour-long stream? I don't know. Say it in the comments, folks. I'll leave it up to y'all to decide if that would be something that's good.
As it goes to the admin, I just want to give a shout out to the admins, because they have a shitty job and they get like shit a lot and they don't deserve it. And I know they do everything to like make the community better. So big shout out to them.
So now that we got all that out of the way, thinking about next season. Now I'm going to pull y'all back for our last question before we start kicking you the heck out of here. And that is, who's going to win? We have 4 teams remaining in the Transcendence tier. Ghostly Peppers, God Hand, Battalion, and Arcana Emperor. 4 teams have proven to be a cut above the rest. This group of people might be a little biased as to who they may choose, but I'm going to ask anyway. Starting with Lego and going down one last time, who's going to win the grand finals?
I'm taking the ego answer. I think it's going to be whoever comes out of the GDH Ghostly Peppers match.
Ooh, okay.
That's my take.
All right. Orsted.
My answer is somewhat similar to that, except it's just GDH.
Oh, okay. All right.
No offense, Legolas.
I'm not offended.
You were so nice, but really it's our team. Just say.
I just know I'm the superior Widowmaker, and that's what really matters.
Ooh.
It's a good thing I won't play Widowmaker. Thank God for that.
All right, Krev, how about you? You think your Kree skills are up to par to take it home?
You know what? I would have said the same thing, like I said, whoever comes out of the game. But,
yeah.
I think we're going to win this.
Aye. Needle.
Yeah, I think it's kind of like a team consensus where we think us and GDH are just like, or at least maybe I'm speaking just for myself here. I think us and GDH are significantly better than Arcana Emperor and Battalion. So I think whoever wins between us probably wins it all. And I think we're going to win. So
well, there has been a lot of talk about that due to the whole, basically the entire Aurum side being stacked with the biggest set of top tier teams. So, and Alpha just got taken down. We never really got a chance to test that out to see if they'd end up beating one of y'all, except for Tempest, like really early on in the season. But we shall see. Mr. Trippy Cow, who's gonna win?
I think I gotta go with the same answer as Lego and Needle. I think whoever comes out of the Ghostly Peppers GDH match wins.
All right, Declan, you're the only one left.
Any spy here?
I was about ready to say
coming in with the hot takes.
I was about ready to say, Declan, do you have any love for Arcana Emperor Battalion, or are you with the rest of them?
I gotta go. It's gonna be between one of these 2 teams here.
All right.
They're so consistent every season. They're all really good players around the board.
Mm-hmm.
I'm probably going to say no hate to anyone in this call, but I'm going with GDH probably, especially because they beat us, so it would feel better if they won it all.
Yeah,
but,
that would make sense.
But I got love for both you teams. I know it's going to be a great game no matter what.
Who do you think is going to win? And we kind of already talked about it before we got started. As of this point, as of this point, as of the point that we're recording, HQC's answer, Ghostly Peppers has already lost to God Hand. So the other recording was earlier on in the week, so we didn't know that. So currently is God Hand, Battalion, and Arcana Emperor that is currently surviving. So you truly think Battalion and Arcana don't have an absolute chance?
No, and you know what? I'll go with a take. I think ND is gonna block every shatter since they're gonna the whole rest of the playoffs.
You're gonna say that God Hand is gonna block every shatter of the enemy team in the what?
ND. I don't not the other people. ND's not gonna get shatter once, for the rest of the playoff.
Dang.
Yeah, and my boy.
That is a really bold prediction. But very well. Goodness gracious. Now I want to go back and see if he got shattered.
I mean, it's just the final, right?
Match.
It's just the finals for him.
It's just the grand finals that they have to do.
So he's not going to get shattered. Maybe the rest of the team's going to get shattered, but he is not going to get shattered once.
He is never going to go down to a shatter. All right.
Nope.
We will see.
Hiding that back over the Talfield was even come out as soon as it happened. The beat was there as well from this, so way to quell the storm there.
The Diva Bomb in the backline does find Aurora. The counter shatter is there as well.
I think that's going to be the key, the go sign here for them.
Yeah, and look at the Sigma flank as he basically goes off to the side, pulls 2, and then dies. Unfortunate, but really, you have so much charging up on the point. No peel here in terms of healing outside of his own regenerative burst. Yeah, they're going to get pushed.
This is just going to go like a kill box here. It's not even the worst thing they can do.
Bomb is going to get blocked off by that Sigmas, and he finds Star Platinum to assassinate a squishy, and now they have that Lucio. This is 10 plus seconds that they're stalled on the outside here with no speed. Now Boredom can push, they know they don't have that beat available, as they're just going to push in and take out the main tank here, as started which is the defensive ultimate basically for this team of Battalion. They have the defensive ultimate advantage, you have Boredom with Mines in the backline. Beat comes out, finds the Sigma, can keep alive in the air, and now the Reinhardt Encore left alone.
Do I win something if my prediction is right?
No.
No. Okay.
And I gave you all a lot of crap, but I agree. I think that it's going... I've seen y'all play against one another. I know that you all scrim each other relatively often, and Battalion, although they had that early stage shakeup, they're a formidable team, as are Arcana Emperor, and I think they'll give you a fight. But I'll be really surprised if one of you two don't come out on top. So, but that's why we play the games, folks, right? That's we'll find out here in the coming weeks. Well, I guess by now you already know. So, good job, folks at home. You're 2 weeks ahead of us, but we don't know yet. So, it'll be interesting to see if fate has been influenced by this, or if we just essentially caster cursed the entire side of the Orem bracket. So we shall see. But now it's time to get everybody out of here. I got another interview to get to, so let's get on to server kick trivia. For those of you that haven't watched the previous 16 episodes of this season, first off, why? We put a lot of work into that. Can you just go watch one of them, please? Please? They're so interesting and interactive. The teams are great. Just go learn. Go learn about them. But anyways, server kick trivia works like this. I give you a piece of trivia. Tonight is Overwatch interactions, because I'm super lazy and I have to do 3 of these this weekend. So I'm going to give you an interaction. It's either going to be between a hero and a map, or a hero and another hero. I'll let you know ahead of time which one it is. You'll buzz in by saying your name. So if your name is Declan, you say Declan. If you're Mr. Trippy Cow, you can just say Trippy. That's fine. Don't have to say the whole dang thing. And if you get the answer right, you get to choose who to kick out. And you can't kick out me, because I gotta be here. Otherwise, none of the rest of your answers will be recorded, and nobody wins, because I'm the one asking all the questions anyway. And you can't kick out yourself, because we don't allow any niceties here, alright? You all say you're battling it out. This is where the battle begins. But you can also just get along with your day if you really want to, by just getting the answer wrong. And then we'll kick you out instead. So, any questions from anyone before we get things started? I'll take that as a no. All right, so I'm going to start things off relatively easy. This is going to be a hero and a map. And here it is. These Londoners have the right idea, if you ask me. Omnic writes, "Pa!"
What?
I don't think any of us know.
Aw, come on.
What? If I take a guess and I get it wrong, I'm eliminated, right?
That's right.
I'm not guessing that.
I was about to say you only got like 15 seconds, and then I'm gonna pick somebody at random. So
Uh-oh.
My guess is Hitler.
Oh! Oh no!
All right, I'm out. See ya.
Oh my goodness!
I took the bullet.
Oh jeez! Oh jeez!
I took the bullet for the rest of you. Okay.
How about you actually make a guess instead? So it's a hero. It's a hero and a map. So
does anyone actually know?
I don't.
Can you say it again?
I'll say it again. I will say it
If
again.
Lego's already getting kicked out, can I make a guess and not get kicked out?
Yeah, it doesn't work that way, unfortunately.
No, okay,
So
never mind then.
So the line again is, These Londoners have the right idea, if you ask me. Omnic writes, "Pa." So I'm pretty sure you probably know the map. The question is, who's the hero that would say something like that?
Legolas?
Legolas.
Is it Zarya?
Where?
King's Row?
So close. That is a hero that you would hear that from normally, I would say, because of her feelings about Omnix as well. But there's one other. It is Torbjorn.
Okay.
These Londoners have the right idea, if you ask me. Omnic writes, "Pa!"
Oh, yeah. That was a good impression.
Thank you. Although your niceties aside, I do have to let you go, Lego.
Right.
It's time to send you on your way. You did try. You took one for the team. You took the bullet, but we got to send you on your way. And because I totally didn't prep stuff, you get a little bit of time to. You get a much more longer exiting last words, if you will, while I figure out your kick message.
Okay. I love all of you. Everybody in this tournament is awesome, except for the ones who aren't, but you know who you are, okay? No, I'm kidding. Actually, everybody's awesome. I think this tournament's really cool. I'm really proud of what we do as a community. And thanks, Captain Jack, for hosting this.
Oh, definitely.
And also to my haters.
There you go. Keep it going.
No, I don't have haters.
All right.
Do I have haters? I don't know.
Yeah, I mean,
Maybe.
you never know.
I'm sure I do now.
Well, now you do. All right. So, Legolots, thank you so much for being here, but we gotta let go of you now.
Wow.
Sad.
Yeah, it's on the fly, folks. You don't expect gold anymore. All right.
One last GP player.
Next one.
I know, that's not.
Yeah.
We're gonna fair fight.
It's literally Ghostly Peppers versus yeah, Ghostly Peppers and Friends today. So, all right. So let's see. I want to make sure I don't use it in the other ones. So we get the highlighter out. All right. All right. All right. So this one is an interaction between a hero and another hero. The hero particularly happens to be eliminating an enemy hero. And the line is, "Don't mess with my glasses." Don't mess with my glasses.
Does the character even wear glasses? What?
There are quite a few characters that wear glasses, actually.
Yeah.
What?
Yeah.
I don't know who it would be to.
Yeah, I don't know who it's to. I know who it's from.
I'm gonna give you a hint. Think way back to the beginning.
Can I make a guess? It is Monkey and Reaper.
That is correct. Good job, Trippy.
Monkey does wear glasses.
Yes, Monkey does wear glasses.
I swear I played this game. I swear.
I swear this game is played. Well, Trippy, you have the power. You have the power, Trippy. Who are you eliminating? Will it be one of your own? Or will it be one of your friends, quote unquote?
I would like to see all the Ghostly Peppers here in the end. So I'm sorry, Declan, but you gotta go.
Oh, Standa Games.
Hold on, I'm sorry.
Standa Games. We gotta send you on your way. So go ahead with your last word speech while I prepare your message.
Thanks for having me, Captain Jack. I want to shout out, I guess, all the stands out there. But good luck to everyone and the rest of the tournament. It's been a fun time.
You keep going.
Keep going here.
Just start getting people heated. Whatever it is that you want to do.
I don't know. Placebo, you're still a feeder. I gotta put that out there.
Agreed.
Agreed. I don't know.
All right, I'm good. All right.
Yeah.
So Declan, thank you so much for being here. You know, like you said, Declan, everybody stands you. But now it's time to stand and be delivered right out of the server.
What does that mean?
Oh man, stand and deliver is like a
no, like what does
like
stand mean? Like when people say stand.
Oh,
when
no.
they stand someone, like
I don't understand.
Like they're basically like a fan of that person.
Is that some like new Zoomer lingo that I just don't get?
You're
maybe
going down
like
a dark
5
hole
years
instead.
ago. Like
What?
it's been around for a while.
What?
Yeah, I would say stand's been around for a while. When you stand somebody.
I am a boomer now.
Yeah, well, I'd say that you're probably an ancient because I'm a boomer and I know that. So I don't know. I don't know what to tell you.
What? I'm old.
All right, let's get another one down here. We're actually making really good time. That's awesome. Let's see. All right, this is an interaction between two heroes in Spawn. So this is going to be somebody that's on your team. Well, you take to this bad guy thing easily, don't you? And you sure know how to play the Boy Scout. Orsted.
Is it McCree?
And?
Oh, I have to say the O.
Yeah, there are two of them.
I didn't get that one. Can you say it one more time? Sorry,
It's okay.
I just didn't hear the last part.
It's all right. Well, you take to this bad guy thing easily, don't you? And you sure know how to play the Boy Scout. So it's McCree
I guess
and
McCree to Ash.
No.
I mean, I know. Oh, I'm actually.
So there's another pair that would be a lot closer to. Well, you take to this bad guy thing easily. That's Reapy, and you sure know how to play the Boy Scout.
Listen.
Nobody's more of a Boy Scout than Soldier 76.
That's what I was gonna say. Both of those, but then I'm like, impossible.
Impossible. It totally couldn't be the thing that it more than likely is. Well, Orsted. Oh man, Orsted, you tried. You know, I know you've been distracted tonight, so we're gonna relieve you of having to be here. But now you get to make your final words speech. Go right ahead.
I want to apologize. I had an edible like a few hours ago. I'm not all there, but this community is great. You guys are great. Yeah. I have to say more, don't I?
Yep.
Godhand is no longer Godhand, but we're going downhill. We're gonna maybe win. Battalion is bad. So
all right, I'm good.
Okay.
All right, Orsted, thank you so much for being here. And you know, I wrote this kick message for you. Wait, what was I saying again? Oh, hey guys, where's Orsted? Oh well.
Okay.
Got him. No. All right. Well, you know what? That explains a lot about tonight. Oh, see, it just makes me super tired when I do anything like that. So, all right. Let's see. All right, this is a character and map interaction. So when this character spawns on this map, this could be something they say. Let's see which of the peppers makes it out of here this time. It's beautiful here. I could never appreciate it before.
Trippy.
Trippy.
Okay, I would like to go with Hanzo on Hanamura. Or
You
is
know
it
what?
Genji?
That's actually not a half bad guess, to be completely
No!
honest with you. But it is incorrect. It is actually.
Is it Widowmaker? Wait, no, it's
It is
Genji.
not Widowmaker.
Gibraltar?
The opposite direction of where you
Genji
should
on
be heading.
Gibraltar?
It is on Gibraltar.
And Genji.
It is Genji. That is correct.
Frick!
Yep.
Dang
So Genji on Gibraltar, you know, in the early days when he was on Dark Watch or Black Watch, Dark Watch. When he was on Black Watch and wasn't as zen as he is now, you know, it's beautiful. You never appreciate it before. So, Mr. Trippy Cow, you have tried to pass this check on the server kick trivia, and you have failed. And so now we have to send you on your way. So now, commence your final word speech.
Well, it's unfortunate that I lost, but love all you in the Trent community. You know, hopefully Ghostly Peppers win this next match against GDH, because we already won the BeatDrop here. But yeah, that's all I gotta say. So
Well, you gotta say more, so keep going.
Games. Yeah. Hopefully no one hates on me for kicking him out. You know, good luck, Krev and Needle. I'll be waiting in our chat to see whoever wins. So I guess I'll see you guys there in a minute or two.
Okay.
So yeah.
All right. All right. Well, Trippy, thank you so much for being here. And hey, Trippy, I got a joke for you. How did the cow cross the road? He tripped out of the server. I got some giggles. That's probably the best I'm going to get tonight. So awesome. All right. And last but not least, we got Krev versus Queen Needle. The up and coming versus the Transcendence royalty. Oh boy. Oh boy. You know what? I'm going to do this one because I want to see if you all have been watching any of the beat drops. Because we've used this one before. So I'm going to guess by that reaction, the answer is no. So this is an interaction between a hero and another hero. Oh, so that's what that feels like.
Oh, Needle.
Needle.
Mercy and Mercy.
Well, how about that? that either you just play Mercy so much that you realize that's a what is it, No Limits thing, or you just got an idea based on what happens by being a support main. So either way, that is
I've
correct.
done that before.
Yeah, you've gotten that one before. I haven't heard
the game
it
mode called Mystery Heroes. Mystery Heroes. I've done it before.
Oh yeah, I guess it would happen in Mystery Heroes if you had a Mercy and Mercy too. I guess that makes sense. Interesting. Yeah. Okay. Well, Krev, so close. You almost dethroned Needle, the Queen Needle, but you weren't fast enough. You weren't fast enough to the trigger, so to speak. So, Krev, please go ahead and give your final words speech.
All right. Well, first things first, this community is amazing. You know, it was fun playing with everyone, playing against everyone. There's really good matches this season. Unfortunately, I wasn't quick enough, but come on, it's Needle. What am I supposed to do? I don't know what to say.
Just keep talking. Whatever you want to say.
Monkey flip. I don't know. Yeah, I don't know. I hope we win this game that's coming up soon. Honestly. And yeah. I don't know, man. Yeah,
All right, I got it. Sorry, took a little bit on that one. All right, well, Krev, thank you so much for being part of our crew spelled it like Krev for those of you at home that noticed. But it's time for you to go into the pine box. All right. My Queen Needle, you have made it to the end of Server Kick Trivia and are the top tier of the end of season award winners. How does it feel?
Feels good, I guess, because I didn't know any of the other answers except for the last one. So
honestly, that's the greatest part about this game, is that usually by the end, it's either like two people that haven't answered at all, and everyone else either eliminates or eliminates other people, or you have like one person that's answered a majority of them and one person that's quiet. So, or that doesn't answer rather. So, but now is your time to speak. This is your reward, that you get the floor to yourself to be able to close out the show with me, to say whatever it is that you want about anything. So
wait, this is a reward?
This is your reward.
I thought, okay, well, I only wanted to make it to the end because I didn't want to speak.
Yeah, actually, that's the opposite of what you were fighting for.
Well,
rip Ronies.
I don't know. I mean, I'm just happy to be here. You know, I definitely have things that I don't like about Trank and people that I don't like in Trank, but it's very, very little compared to the appreciation that I have for the community. I know you mentioned it earlier, like raising $10,000 for Rise Above the Disorder was like absolutely crazy, and I was really happy to be a part of that. You know, casting the Widowmaker 1v1, that was really fun. And I enjoyed also being a donation goal of having my cosplay up there, which I still need to do. You know, maybe I'll have done it by now, but I don't have any money to order it, so need to get that done. But yeah, I mean, I'm just happy to be here. You know, I've been here for 4 seasons, won 2 of them, hoping by the time this is out that I've won a third. But
wow.
I don't know. I mean, I really do enjoy the community. Like I said earlier, I don't really know what else to say.
That's all right. That's all right. And we're so glad to have you, Needle, and the rest of our end of season award winners. Thank you all so much for spending your time here, being with us. Sorry, Andy, that you never made it. Wish we could have had you here, but you never came in, so we didn't get to ask you all the fun questions. So I guess bug Andy in their DMs if you want to know the answers to any of the questions we asked tonight to them. But needless to say, this is coming out, if everything stays according to schedule, this should be the second to last night of the season 6 Tranquility. Tomorrow night will be the Discord tier All-Stars match, and then we'll do our BeatDrop, and that's it, folks. That's going to be the end of it for Season 6 as we get ready for Season 7. Of course, you know, similar to what we did in the last off-season, we're looking to have some, like, extra tournaments and whatnot going on in the off-season, so don't just go away. We're going to be doing stuff, even though it's not the main tournament, but we're going to be spending a lot of time working on that, getting some great teams in here, getting some returning teams in here, and just having a good time. So thank you. Thank you for being part of what makes this community so absolutely amazing. And that's it from us here at the BeatDrop. That's my Queen Needle. My name's Captain Jack. And we'll see y'all next time.